So we're staging up outside right now. Our set is actually going to be inside the sunroom. And what's really great is having a space like this where we can essentially just take over this space. And so the client is actually getting her hair and makeup done. So what's going to be really cool is we can stage most of the stuff out here, get it all ready to go. And as soon as the room opens, we're going to flood in there and start setting some stuff up, setting our lights, cams, all the stuff. So we love going to locations, specifically like the guests or the hosts or the client's like house. Makes them feel super comfortable. It gives us a really great creative challenge to make a really good look anywhere we go. And I think if there's one thing I can hang my hat on for our team, it's the ability to be flexible to do that. And I think it just makes it a really cool look, because then when the person watches the video, they're like, man, that's my house. I've never seen my house look that cool before. So that's our goal. But anyway, we're just kind of getting through all the equipment before we can get in the room.
All right, so what we're doing here is we're setting up a 600D on a beaver board. Keep it nice and low in profile. That way it's out of the way, and we're really just essentially pointing this into the ceiling, opposite side of camera, so we can get some fill to kind of compensate for us shooting into the windows. This guy right here, Dean made with his own 2 hands. He'll make a video on that here soon about how he made this beaver board, but we've used it on every shoot and it's coming clutch.
On the, like lean it up against the couch, and then we'll reposition the bases.
Okay.
All right,
You ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's not crazy.
Vinny, you gotta stop.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Good block. Okay, watch out, Blake.
Yeah, I
There
used
we
to
go.
work out.
All right. Sweet. That was easy.
Actually, weren't even doing anything.
Let's rotate towards Vinny. We're gonna go towards Vinny. Okay, cool. Stop for a second.
Lift, everybody lift with your back.
Okay, good. And then
Yeah, that's it.
let's. Oh, I see how it fits in there. Okay, cool. So let's move it this way just a touch, and I'm gonna angle it that way a little bit. Okay, ready?
Come on, Adam, you got it. All back, baby. Yep. I heard
I
some
think
pops.
that's
You
pretty
okay?
good.
No, I'm fine.
1.
There we go, y'all.
Turn, pivot, guys. Pivot. That way.
Keep going, Blake. Hey, it's almost there.
Oh, I
You
see.
see?
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so this is essentially our setup.
Yeah. They'll be like this, huh? Like kind of in the edges.
They're gonna be talking to each other like this. Yeah.
Nice. How profile are they going to be? Like,
I think it would be cool to,
that.
again, because these camera angles are gonna get so much of this, you know?
yeah. That's
I don't mind if this is a straight profile, because adding a 4th and 5th camera angle, so we'll have a medium ISO on each, and then a tight ISO on each too,
Nice.
and really bounce between those 4 cameras a lot. Jump to this just to establish position and location, but not to leverage that to. Yeah, that'd be cool if we had that.
Just it's like me on the table.
On the skateboard here.
Yeah. Back and
On
forth.
cushions. But I think this will be good, because then we'll leverage even in between. Having 2 camera angles on one person would be great, because even in between, say Daniel saying something poignant, you're on this mid shot.
Yeah.
Then he gets to something even more emotional. Punch into it tighter, but the depth of field changes, so it's not just a cropped in. And so this wide shot actually becomes one that we won't use as much. We'll use these a lot. Like we'll start the show with this. Like,
For context,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we want to show them this.
Show the
but then-
grand opening.
And if you're not
space.
flying a boom today, are you?
No, sir.
Okay, if you were, this would be a perfect time to do a plate shot, but we don't need to do that. You're doing logs only?
You do a lot longer.
Oh, you're crazy, Adam.
This guy's
It worked
nuts.
the last
Why-
2 times. I mean,
You're crazy, bro. Why are you doing that, man? Come on. Give us the rundown.
Hey, I'm Adam Roy. I'm the audio engineer today on set for the Life After podcast with David Vobora. We are at Nastia Liukin's house today. So we're using lavaliers today that are actually hardwired for this interview that's actually going back and forth between 2 talking heads, essentially. The reason for hardwire is to ensure fidelity stays the same. We're not relying on wireless technology. I think we're running 5 cams today, something like that. So I'm unable to fly a boom, which typically would be the method I would prefer for a talking head video, something like this. But since this is a discussion and a conversation, it goes back and forth. The lavalier is the best way to go. There's going to be more processing on the back end most of the time when you're dealing with a lavalier system due to EQ and where placement is of the mic. So You got a female voice and you have a male voice. Those are two different frequencies. So the biggest hurdle of the day is whenever they talk at the same time is to actually man the controls. I'm trying to mix at the same time that we're recording, if that makes sense. So instead of having to take things in post and blend them back together, I try to do as much as I can here. So knowing the people that you're going to be interviewing is a big deal because you can already start to know where their frequencies are with their voice. That's pretty much it for the setup, and it's going pretty good so far.
They're gonna be sitting at this table, facing each other. We're gonna key with some Nova panels. We're gonna fill this room with some 600Ds and really make the space nice and bright and airy. The sunroom is perfect. We are blessed again with an overcast day. Seems like every day we shoot, we get this favor of overcast, which is perfect for us because you don't want to get in a fight with the sun. You will always lose if you fight the sun. The sun always wins. So when we light spaces like this, it's so much about how much light we can take away versus how much light we can add. We want to always leverage the natural light and the natural daylight that's already present. I think that's a really great way to piggyback off of what's already there so you don't have to add a bunch. But knowing how to take light away and how to shape light, I think sometimes is even more important than how many lights you actually bring to set.
Okay.
If it ships, it fits. Or was it? If it fits, it ships?
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. Oh, yes.
How are we on?
Okay, come on.
There we go.
That monitor on the side. Just can't keep her home, you know? You gotta bring her on every shoot.
You got to bring her in.
We're rolling.
Woo. Here we go. Okay, excuse me, Daniel.
As long as we have enough space.
Somewhere right here for now.
There we go. So we're essentially shooting right into the L of this room.
What focal length are you going to use, Dean? What do you think?
On this one,
All the
I'm
way
going to
out?
be between 28 to 35
Sick.
to get more of the room. On the tight, the mid shots, I'll go 45 or 50.
Little guy.
And the tight shots, we're going to go 85, 90. So essentially wide is 28 to 35,
Yep.
mids are 50s, tights are 85 and a little bit higher.
Okay, so quick little lighting breakdown recap. We made a little adjustment. So based on our lighting diagram, we were gonna have two cross keys with Nova 300 panels, and we actually cut one of them out and went with a 600D bounce into like a curtain. And the reason why we did that was because there was reflection in the mirror. And so because of that reflection, we had to cut out one of the Nova 300s. But just because we have that technical experience and we've practiced so much at home, we were able to figure out, hey, you know what, instead of having another light on the other side, let's just bounce our 600D, which we were gonna use initially to kind of fill in the room. We didn't need that extra ambient room tone fill, so we used that 600D and we blasted into a curtain that was across from our other subject that we were gonna use the Nova 300 with. And we just blasted that into the curtain, filled in that side of her face, and got a beautiful key light. So we got scrappy, we made adjustments, and the reason why we were able to make those adjustments was because we had a plan. And when you get to on set and you have a plan and everything is properly organized, then you can make those adjustments and pivots. And yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is. Play it as it lies.
The edge here.
Oh, like that way? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when. You got, yeah, there you
I
go,
see.
right there.
Right there.
So this will be the tight shot on Nastia. She's gonna be on this side, the right side of it. So this will be right here. All right, let's see if this works.
This guy, these barn doors will flag off because we don't want to hit the subject, so we want to make sure that control all types of spills, but we just basically want to hit that point in the ceiling, fill up a little bit. So it's like basically what you would get from lights from the ceiling,
Yeah.
but controlled by our own lights because we can dial this in and color temperature matches. And then let's get this linked up to the Sidus link, y'all. Come on, what are we doing? That's why we use aperture lights. So we have the Sidus link app linking up to this light, that way we can be in the back just controlling the lighting in case something shifts in the background.
We got some mandarins, of course, easy peel. We gotta be healthy with some protein bars. We got the RX bar sponsor us, maybe.